Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining. For those of you, if it's your first time visiting my channel is about fashion and confidence. And so I'm very excited about today's episode. In fact, it's one that's been highly requested as a continuation from a video I did several years ago where I showed you my favorite boot rotation. But even then, I didn't get a chance to really show you in more detail of some of the boots that I enjoy wearing. Well, today's episode is going to be about YSL and my Saint Laurent boot collection. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably break it up into several parts because I have several in the collection, but I think you will appreciate. So take this time to subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, hit that like button. And also, again, go back and watch the previous videos and get caught up to speed as to what I like to talk about and some of the brands that I'm into. Okay, so again, we're gonna go ahead and start off with showing you some of the boots within my collection. So stick around for more. All right, so let's get into it. So just a disclaimer here before I get started, okay? So just know that I'm not gonna go into the history behind each boot, the inspiration, none of that. I'm just gonna run through each boot and I'm gonna explain to you a few ways that you can really wear this boot. I'm gonna let you see it, and then we're gonna just discuss it, okay? And let me know in the comments which boot is your favorite and why. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna jump right into one of my favorite boots here, and it's the YSL, the Saint Laurent Wyatt harness boot, okay? And this one is the crinkled leather. All right, so it's a very beautiful boot, as you can see here. It has a nice shine to it, okay? And it also has the harness on it here. It has a 40 millimeter heel here, okay? And so it gives you that nice, luxurious vibe. Okay, so just remember, it's in case you all didn't know this, especially you guys, is that the first thing that a woman looks at in a man, the majority of women I should say, is their feet, their shoes. So step your game up, okay, and elevate it, all right? And so this boot does just that. It's a very luxurious boot, all right? So the difference between this one and the other one that they have, or that I also have in my collection, is that the other one is more of a matted texture, all right? It doesn't have like much of a shine to it, whereas this one, it has a shine to it. And it's also crinkled leather, so it gives it more of an aged feel to it, all right? And so with boots, just so that you know, when you invest in a pair of boots, and if you notice I said invest, because you're gonna invest in something like this, all right? This isn't like something that you're gonna buy and spend a lot of money on and it's gonna just, you know, not last you. This boot could actually be resold. In fact, what some people will do is they'll put like I think they call it a vibrant sole protector to it. I think that's what they call it, to protect and preserve these soles. Well, personally, I don't do it because I have a rotation. So if you have a rotation, and that's not bragging, I want to let you all know that I'm not here to brag about how many pairs of boots I have. I just enjoy this brand and I enjoy the boots, okay? So I don't put anything on my soles, because the way I see it is they're gonna last because I won't wear them every day. Wow, they got some dirt at the bottom of them. Sorry about that. That goes to show you I wear my shoes. I don't just collect them. But they're gonna last, and if something go wrong with them, you could always get them resold, okay? So I like to be able to hit them against the concrete and the floors and give it that, give you more of a grip instead of just putting those soles on. And like, to each his own, if that's what you wanna do, then do it to protect them. But very beautiful boot. And it has this, this zipper on the side as well. And what I love most about the Saint Laurent boot, and you'll hear me talk a lot about this a lot, is the shaft, okay? So this part here is called the shaft. It's very narrow, and it actually wraps around your ankle area very snug, okay? Very snug, which gives it a nice, secure fit. And it looks very good with like, if you're gonna wear a skinny jean, it fits right over the shaft. If you're gonna wear a wide leg pant, it'll hit about right here, all right? So you probably won't be able to see much of the harness, the strap here, but it still gives it a nice little touch. And some people, especially in the comments, they've told me, well, I would like to be able to see the boot a little bit more. Well, wear some pants or some trousers to where you can see the boot. You know, the way I see it is, I don't have to flex and say, hey, look at my boot, because it's gonna speak for itself anyway. You know, and if I wanna wear a pant that's gonna show off the boot, then just wear one that's a little bit higher. You can get your pant cut a little bit higher to where the boot will show. Okay, so this is the crinkled leather St. Laurent Wyatt harness boot. All right, on to the next. All right, so what we have next here is one that I really enjoy. I actually bought this one for whenever we were on the Steve Harvey show, and I wanted something that was gonna really stand out, okay? And this one really does just that, because you got a croc embossed, well, I won't say it's embossed, but it's crocodile, but it's not like a real crocodile, if that makes sense. It's more of a crocodile print on a YSL silhouette, okay? So you have that nice stacked heel again, just like on the previous boot I showed you. And all of these boots are gonna have stacked heels except for one pair that I have in the collection, okay? And this one has a side zip on the side of the boot. Just one zipper, okay? But a very elegant boot, definitely makes a statement. And I don't know exactly what you would call this one. Some call it a Chelsea, but it's not a Chelsea, because I know with Chelsea you usually have to have that rubber part here that kind of stretches out. And I have a pair I can show you here in a minute. But this one right here is more of a side zip boot. Very similar to a Chelsea, very similar to the harness boot. It just does not have the harness, it just has the zipper. But very nice investment for the collection. All right, so what I have here is another Wyatt harness boot, very similar to the first one I showed you. The only difference with this one is that it does not have the crinkled leather, and it's not that shiny as the first one I showed you. So this is one I wear all of the time. This is probably like my everyday boot right here whenever I do step out. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's a very classy boot, and actually the more you wear it, the better it looks, okay? So as you can see, I got a lot of wear out of this one, or I get a lot of wear out of this one, a lot of miles on it, and I'll continue to wear them. And then like I said earlier, if something goes wrong with the bottoms or the soles, I'll just get them redone. But the more you wear them, the better they feel. And this is a very comfortable boot. All of these boots are comfortable, just so you know. It has the stacked heel, like I mentioned earlier. Very elegant, very nice, very smooth boot. All right, so here's another one. And this one is definitely a Chelsea. So like I mentioned earlier, this is what makes it a Chelsea, okay? So this part stretches here. All right, so this is another one of my everydays. So this one and the previous one I showed you are the main two boots that I wear pretty much on a regular. Okay, so as you can see, I get a lot of wear out of this one. All right, so this one's pretty sweet because you can just slip it right on your foot. You don't have to worry about strapping it or anything. But, and then when the pant fall on it, the pants fall, or the trousers, or the jeans, you can just see this part of it anyway, okay? So if I had to tell you what would be the first one to get in your collection, I would probably say I would get this one personally, okay? This is one that is very classic, okay? And like I said, I won't go into the history about a Chelsea. Maybe I'll do a separate video on this one, but this is one that you definitely want in your collection. Now they make several like this, okay? You don't always have to have the 40mm or this stacked heel. You can get the 30mm. It's a little bit shorter and it's actually more comfortable. But this 40 just look a whole lot better to me. Looks a whole lot better, especially for guys who have an issue with maybe their height. So I'm 6 feet tall, and this one right here makes me almost 6'2". It's like 6'1½", or a little bit taller, than maybe 6'1¾ or so. So definitely will add to your confidence. It'll definitely make you look taller and make you look nicer. So, so you may want to consider this one. And the Saint Laurent website usually have this one in stock quite a bit because it's like one of their staple mainline boots. All right, so on to the next one. This is a Jodhpur, okay? And so this one, I was a little bit leery about getting this one at first because I just wasn't too big of a fan of all of these straps, all of this operation here. But this one has a 30mm heel, okay? So I wear this one to work, to meetings quite a bit because it's not as flashy as the others I've showed you, but very elegant. I can see already, I'm looking at the back of the heel, it's starting to wear just a little bit because of driving. But very comfortable boot, very elegant. It looks nice with suits, okay? Look nice with jeans. And it's just a very comfortable boot. This is probably the most comfortable boot I have in my Saint Laurent collection. It used to be an everyday for me, but I kind of put it up. In fact, I forgot I had this one. But definitely a nice boot, the Jodhpur. And the Jodhpur is very popular in the brown colorways, okay? A lot of people wear these. They dress them up, dress them down. I've seen celebrities wear them with sport tees, vintage t-shirts, leather jackets. You can wear all sorts of things with this one as well. Very nice, okay? This is the Jodhpur. So as you can see, I got a few miles at the bottom, not very much, not like the other two I've showed you. What do you think about this one? All right, so this next pair is definitely one that I used to wear quite a bit, and it's the Lucas boot. All right, so it still has the same height of a heel as the previous boots I've shown you, except for the Jodhpur, okay? And this one looks more of like a Western boot, but the shaft is not as tall as a Western boot. But it has that very pointed toe box there. Okay, so some people, they feel some type of way about the toe box, but I'm like, you know, it gets some getting used to. You wear it and you won't even notice how pointed the toe box is. In fact, once you put the jeans or the pants over it, it just flows so well. It gives you that cowboy vibe or Western vibe, but still yet elegant. I've worn this boot with suits many a times, okay? It's the bottom of them. And in fact, these shoes, these boots actually make your foot look a little bit smaller, believe it or not. It's not like, you know, some boots that make your feet look bulky. But this one actually, it looks very nice whenever it's on. It also has a little zipper on the side, so it's very easy to get in and out. And the leather on it is like butter. It feels like so smooth. It's you don't have to break this one in much at all, but a very nice boot. This is the YSL Saint Laurent Lucas boot. All right, so this is the last black boot that I have in my Saint Laurent collection. And this one is a Chelsea. The only difference with this one, compared to the others I've showed you, is the bottom. Okay, so these have a crepe sole, and as you can see, I've never even worn these. I bought these years ago, and I got them for a great price and couldn't pass it up, so I bought them. Who knows, I may give them away on a giveaway, I don't know. But otherwise, you know, I can wear these, dress them up, dress them down. You know, I can wear them just kind of lounging around throughout the day. Very nice boot, okay? I really want the gray pair, but I have some Common Project boots, and I have some Bottega Veneta's and a couple other brands that are gray, so decided to go with a black one on this. So tell me what you think about this one. Now this one is very comfortable. It fit like a pair of sneakers, but I still prefer to have more of a taller heel and more of an all black heel, because as you wear this one, this part of the outsole or even the heel, it actually turns like black because it gets a little bit dirty. Some people like that because it actually gives it character. The more you wear them, the more you beat them up, it looks a whole lot better. I see a lot of rock stars wearing these, especially back in the day. But this is the Chelsea crepe sole Saint Laurent boot. And I got these at the Saint Laurent outlet in San Marcos, Texas. And so every now and then they'll have a sale or a good deal on them. And these were ones I picked up from them. In fact, this one like retailed, I think for like $900, and I got them for $350 or maybe $300, if that. I may have gotten them a little bit cheaper, I can't remember. But this is probably the only boot I'll talk about as far as pricing, because this one just, I couldn't pass on the deal. All right, so that was it for the black pair of YSL or Saint Laurent boots that I have in my collection. Stay tuned for part 2 of the brown YSL collection that I have in my closet. You'll be impressed. Okay, and so I'm gonna show you more and more throughout this series, because this is gonna be a series, but I'm gonna also show you how I wear these boots. Okay, I'm gonna style them for you. So stay tuned. Also check out my previous videos that I have that I was talking about these boots. Okay, thanks again for joining.